Hey guys, Random Cat here, and we're gonna continue on with Steins'gate. We're up to episode 39, so let's get right into it. Okabe, there you are. Mayuri enters the room and looks at me with a disapproving pout. She didn't say toot-toot-oo. It's rare to see her in such a bad mood. You're early. It's still 8. Something happening today? I'm here to scold you, Okabe. She gives me a glare that's more cute than frightening. She's never been very good at getting angry. She's very disappointed in you. Maishi puffs out her cheeks and thrusts a finger at me. What did I do? You can't fool me, Okabe. You made Luka-chan cry, didn't you? How did you? Luka-chan told me. She said you said she was a guy. Damn. Those two are close friends. I should have known Lukako would go to Mayuri first. Why would you say such a mean thing, Okabe? Mayuri, it doesn't involve you. This is a serious confidential matter involving the organization. It does too involve me. Luka-chan is Mayushi's friend. If you don't tell me, we're not friends anymore, okay? I'm gonna quit being a loud man. This is the first time I've ever seen Mayuri so angry. I'm not sure how to deal with this, honestly. Why did you say such a mean thing to her? I did it to save you. But I can't say that. I don't have it in me to tell this innocent girl that she's fated to die in exactly 2 days. That would be pretty full on, telling your friend that they're gonna die and being legit about it. Come to think of it, it was a mistake to tell Lukako about Mayushi's murder. I did make sure to tell Lukako not to breathe a word of it. You're worried about something, aren't you? She's sharp, even though she seems to be thinking, she never seems to be thinking anything. I can tell. I've been watching you longer than anyone, Okabe. And yesterday, you talked with Chris-chan for a long time, didn't you? If something's wrong, you should talk to Mayushi too, okay? I want to help too, okay? Now let's go apologize to Luka-chan. Will you do that for me? Mayushi will come too, so let's... Moo ha 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 ha. Okabe? Come now, Mayuri. Me? Worry? Don't be ridiculous. I am the insane mad scientist Hoin Kyoma. I have nothing to worry about. All I have is the hunger for chaos. Okabe. I can't tell Mayuri. I can't. Even if Mayuri hates me for it. Okabe-san, I have something important to talk to you about. Please come to the shrine when you can. I'll be waiting, please. Something important? What? I told her everything yesterday, including about Mayuri's death. Perhaps after sleeping on it, she finally decided to believe my story.
Yes.
Alright. I get up from the sofa. Where are you going? Mayushi's not done talking. I'm going to Lukako's. Really? You're going to apologize? Then let Mayushi come too. No, that will make it harder. I put my hand on Mayuri's shoulder. Please. Take care of the lab while I'm gone. Mayuri's shoulders droop. She looks sad for some reason, but she lets me go. When I reach the shrine, I find Lukako standing alone in the courtyard. She's dressed in regular clothes instead of her Miko garb. She still hasn't noticed me. Lukako stands still in the silent courtyard. The only movement comes from the trees swaying in the summer breeze. It's like a scene from a movie. I stop and watch in fascination. Finally, Lukako turns around. Our eyes meet. Ahem. I awkwardly clear my throat and walk towards him. Her? Lukako bows her head. You came. Thank you. We stare at each other in silence. Crap, this is awkward. I can't stand the silence, so I try to start the conversation. What did you tell Mayuri? Sorry, but Mayuri-chan's the only one I could talk to about this. I mean, how much did you tell her? I kept most of it a secret, especially stuff about her dying. That's a relief. Do you still think I'm joking? Lukako shakes her head. She believes me? You said you had something important to talk to me about, and yet... I'm trying to be gentle, but for some reason I wind up talking like Fatis. I really don't know how to deal with Lukako now that she's a girl. Lukako takes a deep breath as if to prepare herself. Her face is turning red for some reason. She opens her mouth to speak, then closes it again. This continues for several cycles. What's wrong with her? Her tension is getting to me. My heart starts pounding like an alarm bell. Yes? Want to ask? Yes? Okabe-san? About what you said yesterday. Yeah? I believe you. That's great. So she's willing to go back to being a guy, even though I hurt her feelings. For her to believe me in spite of that makes me pretty happy. But something strange about Lukako. She still looks wound up pretty tight. In fact, it's gotten worse now. She looks on the verge of tears. So, well, in exchange for becoming a guy again. In exchange? She wants something in exchange? I wasn't expecting this. For today and tomorrow. We can stop before Mayuri-chan is in danger. What is she talking about? My throat goes dry. I'm so tense and I don't know why. So, please be my... Huh? Couldn't hear you. One more time? Lukako's voice was even softer than ever. So soft that I couldn't hear her from here. Please be my... boy. No good, I still can't hear her. Speak up, I'll do anything I can. Boy... What? Please be my boyfriend. What? Boyfriend? It takes me a while to process the word. Meanwhile, Lukako starts squirming and fidgeting. She refuses to look me in the eye. My heart is pounding. What's going on? What did she say to me? Boyfriend? 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 She wants me to be her boyfriend until tomorrow? What? No. Why? Without thinking, I asked the worst possible question. Lukako curls up even smaller. I like you. Her voice is as small as the buzzing of a mosquito, but it has all the courage she can muster. I feel my heart tighten at those words. Silence. More silence. Wait just a second. This is too sudden. I mean, maybe it's not sudden exactly. I've known about Lukako's feelings since yesterday, when Kurisu told me about the romance flag. But still, I didn't think it would come to this. My mind goes blank. I can't think straight. Lukako hangs her head, waiting for my answer. She looks so cute and innocent, I feel myself drawn to. No. No. That's wrong. That's just wrong. I'm not attracted to Lukako. Let me think about it. Give me 5 minutes. I turn and flee like a scared rabbit. I'm so embarrassed I can't look back. Ten minutes later, I get back to the lab. Mayuri's eating a red bean bun. Okabe, how'd it go? Did you apologize to Luka-chan? Yeah. So put the juicy chicken number 1 in the microwave and nuke it so that the D-mail basically is ABC and... What? The microwave was developed by Knights of the Rosicrucian Order, who used alchemy, meaning that the sound of the chime is the brainwashing device, while the chime itself actually doesn't have any meaning at all. Whoa, Okarin's broken. I mutter incoherently as I set up the time leap machine. What are you doing? Making a tactical retreat. Retreat? How far do I go? As far as I can, yeah, that's it. Far, far away from here. I jump all the way back to August 11th, the limit of the time leap machine's range. Why, though? You're just gonna fuck up again, Okarin. When I'm done, Kurisu's standing before me, fiddling with the phone wave name subject to change his way. Stop staring, you're distracting me. How many times do I have to tell you? She's still working on the time leap machine. Upgrade. I know I shouldn't interrupt her, but there's nobody else I can rely on. Genius neuroscience, I need to talk to you. Make it short. I want you to come with me to Yanabayashi Shrine. Tell me why. If it's a date or something, then I refuse. Oinkoma does not go on dates, much less with his assistant. Ridiculous. She's glaring at me like she's gonna kill me. Let's leave the jokes aside for now. So, I need you to explain the difference between the male brain and the female brain. What? I briefly explained my situation and what happened with Lukako before I leave. How many times have I explained this to Kurisu now? Probably like 30, 40. Okabe-san and Makise-san. Did you come to pray? What exactly? Actually, we have something to talk to you about, Urushibara-san. This is the strategy I thought up. Its name is Operation Christina. Make her do everything. Lukako reacts differently to me. I already know she'll have a breakdown if I tell her she's a guy. But she's not too familiar with Kurisu and they're both girls, so it should be easier if Kurisu tells her. That's why I forced her. I mean, persuaded Kurisu to handle it. So I wait behind Kurisu and watch silently. What might that be? Lukako is shy. He was distant with me back when we first met. And I can see she's made a small wall between herself and Kurisu now too. On the other hand, Kurisu is very calm, truly reliable. Kurisu puts on a gentle smile and begins her explanation. Did you know male and female brains are very different? What? Hey. Male brains are right dominant, female brains are left dominant. Yeah. By the way, the right brain handles image processing, spatial processing, and comprehensive judgment. The left brain handles things like language and calculation. The right and left brains are connected by the corpus callosum, which is more developed in females. You know how people say that girls are better at multitasking? That can be explained by the development of the corpus callosum. What? The hell is she talking about? Actually, these theories are kind of fringe. They're not exactly that credible. So if you don't mind, I'd like to do an experiment. An experiment? I want to try mapping your brain patterns to see if they're more female or male. What is mapping? Lukako is clearly frightened. Brainwave mapping. We just take a sample of your brainwaves. Anyway, you'll understand if you try it, okay? Okay, it won't hurt a bit. No thanks. We'll be okay. I promise it won't hurt a bit. Just come to the lab and we'll... What kind of perverted old man are you? I'd lightly chop Kurisu on the head. What? What? Don't you want me? What did we come here for? What are you gonna do if you scared Lukako away? I'm just treating her like a valuable test tube. Go back to the lab. You're an experiment-loving girl. Yeah, okay. So that's the thanks I get for going out of my way to help you. I'm gone. You're on your own now. Kurisu leaves the shrine with the squared shoulders, muttering darkly to herself. What was Makiseshi-san trying to talk about? Well, basically. Do I have to explain it myself after all? You're actually a guy. The results is the same, of course. I hear the tweeting of small birds outside the window. It's morning now. It's nice and cool early in the morning, even though it's in the middle of summer. Too bad the cicadas are already chirping. The sun's not too hot yet. This is the second time I've woken up like this, though the date was different the first time. In any case, my mental state is exactly the same as back then. Through the front door I hear someone stomping up the stairs. I jump up thinking it's Mocha, but then I realize who it is. It's Mayuri come to get cross at me again. Okarin! There you are! Mayuri enters and greets me with a disapproving pout. Originally Mayuri was supposed to stay over at the lab, but last night she got a call from someone and left in a hurry. She probably went to see Lukako. Mayushi's very disappointed in you. Mayuri puffs out her cheeks and thrusts a finger at me. Of course. I sigh in frustration. Before I time leap, this happened on the 14th. Today is the 12th. Since I explained the situation to Lukako earlier, it looks like Mayuri's protest came earlier too. You made Lukako cry, didn't you? Luka-chan told me. She said you said she was a guy. Why would you say such a mean thing, Okarin? I'm going to see her now, so don't worry. Really? Thank goodness. If you ain't gonna apologize, then Mayushi was never gonna talk to you again. That mail should come any minute now. Oh, there we go. It actually came. If I go to Yonebayashi Shrine now, Lukako will confess her love and ask me to be her boyfriend. Please be my boyfriend. But this time I thought ahead. Christina! I start yelling at the development room and begin to hear the sounds of someone moving inside. Is Chris-chan sleeping? She worked all night, so you shouldn't wake her up. I know, but I have to do this. Christina, please wake up. I'll shut up. Kurisu came out of the development room with sleepy eyes. Chris-chan! Toot-toot-oo. Last night she fell asleep at the desk. The sleeves of her clothes left a mark on her cheek. Her hair's frayed, her eyes are red. She rubs those red eyes. What is it? Going to Yonebayashi Shrine, come with me. It's time for Operation Christina 2. Until the 15th. We can stop before Mayuri-chan is in danger. So, please be my... Please be my... Wait. Please be my boyfriend. Same as before. Only this time I have to be her boyfriend for 4 days instead of just 2. I guess you could say it's a bold proposal. Fortunately, I came prepared. It's time to set Operation Christina 2 into motion. Last time things got complicated when I added that experiment-loving girl to the conversation. This time I had her watch things from the shadows near the staircase. Excuse me, I need a moment. I turned my back to Lukako and... Sup, you filthy normal. Who's a normal? Think about how I feel for him. Did you hear? Lukako said just now. No, fill me in. You weren't listening? How am I supposed to listen from all the way over here? She confessed until the 15th, then back to manhood. Roger. And why are you asking me? Just grant Uru Shibata-san's wish. But it's Lukako. What's wrong with her? I mean, look, how cute she is. But she's a... Her being a guy might just be your imagination. From my perspective, she's always been a girl. Just give up, bye. Wait. She hung up. Damn, why did I ever bring her along? What a useless assistant. I stuffed my phone into my pocket and head back to Lukako. Were you on the phone with Makishi-san? Oh yeah. Oh. You looked like you were having fun. Nonsense. Is this pressure? Is she applying psychological pressure? So, Lukako fidgets restlessly. Your answer? Please be my boyfriend. A 4-day trial relationship. Will those 4 days feel long or short? I mean, sure, Lukako is cute. She's very slender and delicate, especially around the waist, and her skin is white as alabaster. Even when Lukako was a guy, I occasionally found myself mesmerized by her girlish demeanor. Biologically, the current Lukako is a girl, so even if we do stuff, there shouldn't be a problem. But still, I'm on a mission to change Lukako back into a guy. I need to accomplish that mission to save Mayuri. If I go out with the girl Lukako and fall in love with her, then will I be able to treat guy Lukako like I used to? If I forget he's a guy and lose my self-control, it would result in complications. Going out with the current Lukako isn't the problem. I mean, I still have my reservations, but cuteness is justice, right? The real source of my hesitation is the thought of what happens afterwards. The problem isn't Lukako, but my own heart. Besides, I'm supposed to be saving Mayuri, not going on dates. But on the other hand, Lukako's cooperation is essential to save Mayuri. I won't get anywhere if I reject Lukako and make her cry. For the sake of my goal, I must overcome the problem of my heart. I'll do it. I'll take Lukako's deal. But if we're going to do this, I tell myself there's one rule that you must follow. You must not fall in love with Lukako. Even if it means trampling on her heart, you must not fall in love. Fall in love and you could end up walking the forbidden path. Lukako is a guy, etc. And don't you forget it. Just don't forget. Very well. Eh? I'll go out with you, but only until the 15th. Tears immediately fall from Lukako's eyes. Well, why are you crying? I'm happy. I was sure that you'd say no. Thank goodness, thank goodness. Her face is red, and her eyes are wet with tears, yet she's really happy. Seeing her like this, all shy and embarrassed, but happy at the same time, makes me feel... She's too cute. I mustn't fall in love, but I'm about to. Why does every single one of her actions have to be so cute? She must be doing it on purpose. There's no other way. Lukako's cuteness is a terror of the universe. Okabe-san? What? Lukako wipes her tears away. Tomorrow, what does she mean by that? Please take me on a date. What did you say? A date. True, when a couple goes somewhere together, that's called a date. It would really be a dick move if I refused to go on a date right after we suggested going out. Okay, but where? Eh? Doesn't look like she's got a place in mind. I want to go where you want to go, Okabe-san. I want to know more about the place you frequent, Okabe-san. So in other words, she wants me to decide for her. It's really unfair to be so cute. People will forgive you for anything you say. I scratch my head in thought. And I'll come up with something by tomorrow. For now, I just want to get out of this sickening sweet atmosphere that's brewing. You get yourself in some difficult situations. We arrange to meet tomorrow morning, then I quickly leave the shrine behind. I breathe a sigh of relief at the sparsity of pedestrians on Mansaibashi Bridge. Well, Kurisu was walking behind me. She was completely useless. Did you agree to go out with her? Well, I can kind of guess based on Urushibara-san's reaction. Wait, you saw that? You told me to watch, didn't you? Oh yeah. I was expecting her to give me advice. Guess I should have known better. We're going on a date tomorrow. Yeah. Kurisu made a small nasal sound. She hasn't been making eye contact. An insane mad scientist is dating a high school girl. That's not insane at all. Damn you, Kurisu. Must you always be so cynical? Let's just ignore her and get to the lab. But just as I quicken my pace, she grabs my shoulder and pulls me back. I almost fall down backwards. What was that for? Sorry, I didn't mean to be so snippy. I'm just a little irritated. Kurisu doesn't tell me what she's irritated about. Instead, she starts rubbing her temples. You made this choice to save Mayuri, so I'll change my way of thinking too. Anyway, do you have any plans for your date tomorrow? Date plans. I told Lukako I'd come up with something by tomorrow. So far I've made no progress. I can't help but feel uneasy about the whole thing, even though I'm doing it to save Mayuri. Well, do you? This calls for Ho-in Kyoma. I have only one thing to say, assistant mine. I am the great Ho-in Kyoma, a mad scientist with an IQ rivaling that of Isaac Newton himself. And, naturally, as a mad scientist, I have no interest in this thing mortals call love. My incredible brain is devoted to the destruction of the system that controls the world and the birth of a new age of chaos. You're obviously a virgin. Thank you very... Huh? Pretend you didn't just hear that. Damn you, assistant. How dare you point out the truth so bluntly? I won't forget this insult. Sorry. And what about you? Your experience must be vast indeed if you think you can lecture me about it. I don't miss Christina's grimace. That's what I thought. You spend all your time on research, so you've got zero experience, don't you? You must have been awfully lonely in America, huh? Shut up. What's wrong with being a virgin? You made it a problem. Huh? The genius girl who cried virgin at the center of Akiba. I wouldn't be surprised to see it plastered across the blogosphere. Thankfully, it's early morning, but there are still a few pedestrians grinning at Kurisu. Let's get out of here. Kurisu starts to hurry away. What's important for a first date is to make a good impression. An unclean appearance is out of the question. A haircut is especially important. Long hair looks dirty, so it's no good. For clothes, you should wear something exactly the right size. Though it may be trendy, especially in Akiba for young men to wear baggy clothes, it looks sloppy, so it's not good. Why exactly am I in a maid cafe getting date advice from my younger assistant, who is also a girl? On the first date, conversation tends to break due to mutual nervousness. What's important is to play conversation catch. One-sided conversations aren't fun for the other side. Girls especially like to talk, so the guy should try to keep the conversation going. Not just by listening. Throwing an appropriate response is also necessary. Forgiveness gives the girl a response. Forgiveness, what am I talking about? Responsiveness gives the girl the impression that you're really listening to her. Basically, you need to be the opposite of yourself. Anyway, focus on acting normal for now. No more of that idiotic laughter. You're too heavy-handed with girls. You talk to them pompously. You fire off nonsensical delusions. Hey, you're just reading out of a dating manual, so you've got no right to look down on me, you American virgin. Since neither of us knows anything about romance, we're studying out of a dating manual we brought on the way here. Who are you calling an American virgin? Who else but you? Yeah, sure thing, virgin. There's a saying, a fortress is judged by how many attacks it repulses. A soldier is judged by how many fortresses he takes. That's not a saying. Don't look so proud of yourself. You're right. This is a dumb argument. Anyway, this dating manual actually says some pretty interesting things. Kurisu flips through the manual on top of the table. Like, when walking down the street, be sure to put yourself between your date and the road. Or whatever you do, don't make the girl pay for anything. Okay, for your date tomorrow, make sure you follow all of these rules. I wonder if I can really be that careful. And after that, there's carry a clean handkerchief, spread it out when the girl comes to sit on a park bench. Really? I'm not her butler. But that's what the book says. When it's time to eat, avoid fast food of all kinds. Family restaurants are borderline acceptable. Anything else depends on your budget. Family restaurants are borderline? Where are the family restaurants in Akiba? Arrive at the meeting place at least 15 minutes early. Tardiness is unacceptable. 15 minutes early? That is a little bit early. Then you just need to decide where to take her. Movies, art galleries, strolling through the town, and food are all safe. I see. It's easier than I thought. I was under the impression that a first date required going to a beautiful beach resort, exchanging a first kiss bathed in the light of the setting sun and stuff like that. You watch too many movies. Ah, that's really romantic. God damn it. I mean, that's virgin imaginations. At full throttle, you've read too much something. You too. Besides, your dates are minor. Yeah, what did I miss? Full throttle, you read too much manga. Besides, your dates are minor, so don't even think about bringing her to a hotel, okay? What do you take me for? That way lies forbidden lusts. Not to mention Lukako is such an innocent girl. If I brought her to a hotel, she'd probably faint from shock. That just about covers it. Well, my lecture's helpful.
お前のレクチャーではなく、
You mean the manuals lecture? Anyway, strolling around town counts as a day, huh? In that case, I don't have to waste money. Nya nya. Kyoma, are you going on a date, Nya? Fedis comes to our table carrying drinks. Thanks for waiting. I'll prepare your iced coffee. Yeah. As usual, she pours in milk and syrup right in front of me. Kurisu watches this with great interest. I guess this is her first time at a maid cafe. Is Mayushi the lucky girl? Yeah. Fedis winks at me playfully while stirring Kurisu's iced coffee. Why would you think that? Not her, yeah, then. Okabe became a mad scientist for Mayushi's sake, right? Maybe it's irresponsible of me to say you don't have to act like a bad guy. Fedis looks at Kurisu. Is it her, Nya? What? No, she's my assistant. Oh my god, so bitter. Kurisu and I exchange glares sharper than a sword's blade. I swear sparks are flying. Then some other girl, Nya? Kyoma, you tomcat. You're making moves on too many girls, Nya. Oh, so you're making moves on too many girls, huh? What nonsense. Well, I guess I did hug Fedis. But that was on the 14th, so when I time leaped to the 12th, it was undone. I shake off a pang of loneliness and return to the conversation. The next day finds me strolling around Akiba with Lukako. So, where to next? Event number 1, lunch at a family restaurant is already complete. I took care of the bill, and now we're back out in the heat. I got the entire day planned out in my head. The next event is... How about we take a walk around town? Eh? I'm okay. It's Obon today, so Akiba is crowded. To avoid the crowds, we end up walking through the back streets. My plan is to walk with Lukako all the way to Ueno and back. That should be enough, right? I walk quickly. This conversation thing isn't going so well. I tried to follow the guide's advice and be a good listener, but Lukako's silent by nature. She doesn't really start talking on her own. Even at the family restaurant, the words we exchanged were mostly just things like, it's crowded today, it's delicious, and it was delicious. And I think it was a mistake to just wander around, especially since we ended up in a residential area with no interesting scenery whatsoever. Okabe-san? Lukako speaks up. She's a few steps behind me. Yeah? I stop and turn around. Lukako catches up when we start walking together again. Do you remember? About the first time you and I met?
Oh.
Yeah. Of course, what I actually remember is how I met the male Lukako. So maybe it's not the same. It was during Golden Week in May. I was searching Akiba for materials to build a new future gadget when I saw Lukako in his Miko garb, surrounded by some cameramen. Please stop, I can't. Please let me take just one photo. That cosplay is super moe. I've never seen such a cute Miko cosplay before. This isn't cosplay. If you could make a cute pose, it would be super happy. Do that thing, you know that thing Megumi-tan does in Miko Miko Overdrive? Yeah, that would be awesome. You know Megumi-tan, right? Can you do it for us? I don't know, sorry. What's wrong? If you come to Akiba and cosplay, that means you want people to take your picture, right? That's right. Or are you rejecting us because we're losers? No, it's just this isn't cosplay. To be honest, the Miko garb fascinated me. Because Miko are sacred, chosen to serve the gods. I know college girls are doing it for money these days. But as far as I'm concerned, that's sacrilege. As is demanding to photograph a sacred Miko. I couldn't let it pass. You with the cameras. Eh? Who are you? Heh, who am I? I am the great Ho-In Kyoma, bearer of the mightiest brain since Einstein himself. The insane mad scientist who will bring chaos to the world. Moo-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha. What's with this guy? He's nuts. Stop right there. This Miko clearly does not want your attention. Get out of here, Chunyabo. You're trying to be cool and save a girl from smecks in return? You're just another pervert. Look in the mirror when you say that. You're the ones harassing this frail girl, forcing her to take perverted pictures. Have you no otaku pride? I'm a cameraman who frightens a sacred Miko is no cameraman at all. He's nothing but low-life scum, unfit to walk the holy streets of Akiba. What? Everyone's aiming for low-angle shots of cute 3D girls. Amateur cosplayers should take what they get. When you cosplay in Akiba, you're asking to get photographed. That's how it works. No, I'm a guy. Instantly our jaws dropped to the ground. So there's no point in photographing me, Lukako murmured, sadly. Really? No way, someone this cute can't be a guy. I'm a guy. I even have an Adam's apple. Lukako lifted his chin a bit, exposing his pale neck. That gesture was really sexy, but there was indeed a lump on his neck. Then you've got one down there too? Lukako nodded reluctantly. He was already crying by that point. So were the cameramen, but they're crying because they're excited. What the hell? This is fraud! What kind of guy wears Miko robes? You some kind of pervert? Thank God I didn't take a picture, I feel tricked. They left the place mumbling complaints all the while. Those bastards were a disgrace to otaku everywhere. Daru would have said something like, someone this cute can't be a girl. So you're a trap. Awesome! Daru is a true otaku. Thank you very much. No, it's nothing. But you're disappointed that you saved a guy, aren't you? I'm sorry, I can't live up to your expectations. What's your name? Eh? Urushibara Luko. Why are you apologizing? I mean, I look like this, but I'm a guy. Matters not. Doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl, we need to work on that inferiority complex of yours. Eh? Eh? Come with me. I shall bestow upon you a mighty gift, an item that will give you courage. I'm sure you too have noticed the true power that sleeps inside of you. Eh? Eh? What's wrong? You desire power, don't you? Power? Indeed. I can grant you power. All you need is the will, the desire, the hunger. Never again will you fear a camera lens. After that, we went to Blade Works, and you bought me Samadare. I didn't expect that. Well, I didn't expect you to actually come with me. But then he did. I realized that he had potential. That's why I bought him the 980 yen tax-included demon sword. Afterwards, Lukako and I went through intense training to develop the Saishin Zanma School of Swordsmanship. In retrospect, I can't believe I said all that ridiculous stuff. It makes me want to crawl in a hole and hide. I was really surprised when you said it didn't matter. But at the same time, it really made me happy. Strange, huh? Those words really moved me. Lukako's cheeks then turned rosy pink. Her blush is too powerful, I have to look away. Ever since you said those words, I've liked you.
Eh?
Eh? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a goddamn second. Is she saying what I think she's saying? But that Lukako was a guy. Does that mean I made the guy Lukako fall in love with me? Yep, it does. My mind goes blank. Oh god. By the time I drop her off back at the shrine, I'm worn out physically and mentally. We ended up walking for 4 hours straight, which was tiring, but my mental exhaustion is greater. In the end, we didn't talk much. We just walked. Today was really fun. Really?
そうか。
She's just saying that out of consideration. I can't tell that she's forcing her smile. All through the date, I couldn't stop thinking about the time Lukako fell in love with me, so I barely made conversation at all. That manual was completely useless. On this word line, Lukako was a girl from the beginning, so Lukako's memories of when we first met might be inconsistent with mine. But even with that in consideration, Lukako's story still felt out of place. So, Lukako fidgets as she whispers.
なんだ
What is it? Well, tomorrow. She wants to go on a date again tomorrow. I mean, we are a couple. We are going out, and that means we like each other, and it's summer break, right? So it's natural to go on a date every day. I want to be with Okabe-san again tomorrow.
どうも
Thanks. Is that okay?
ダメなんてことはない
Of course it is. Yeah, of
本当
course.
に
Thank goodness. Lukako smiles again. She looks so happy and relieved. Seeing her like this makes incomprehensible feelings well up inside me. Well, see you tomorrow. I feel a huge weight on my shoulders. Another date tomorrow. Tomorrow. It's like the day before. Mayuri does. Doo-doo-doo, welcome back again. Oh my god. Die, you filthy normal. When I return to the lab, I am greeted by Mayuri's smile and Daru's pure hatred. Since when does a Chunyubo patient like you rate a girlfriend? It's not right, man. How'd your date with Luka-chan go?
まあなんとか
Well, stage clear somehow,
ステージ
probably.
クリアしたかも
Probably not, actually. Komima's the day after tomorrow, you know. What if you and Luka-chan go as a cosplay couple? Maybe you can persuade her to go now that you're her boyfriend. She never says yes to me, and I've asked her so many times too. But if Okarin asks her, then I'm sure she'll say okay.
断る
I refuse. Hey, why? Because Komima's on the 15th. Mayuri's fated to die that night. How am I supposed to spend the hours before her death cosplaying at Komima?
正直なとこ
To
ろ
be honest, I don't get this dating thing. Gah? Okarin, you idiot. Those words are an insult to the virgins the world over. Apologize to the virgins.
だって考えてみろ
Just think about it. All you do is walk, eat, and go home.
気まずい
And the whole time, you have to worry about what your partner is thinking.
どうだ
What's fun about that? Don't say that, Okarin. You make Luka-chan sad. Mayuri's expression is uncharacteristically serious. You know, just being with the person she likes is enough to make a girl happy. That's all she really needs. Doesn't being together make boys happy too? If not, that makes Mayuri sad. Why would that make Mayuri sad? Okarin's the minority. I mean, dates are a great opportunity for H... Oh, shut up. Weirdo. I mean...
お前は実にバカだね
Most of the dates I've gone on have ended up pretty H scene-like. You're an idiot.
何言ってんだよ
Come on.
手を
Holding
繋ぐとか
hands and
交え
stuff
ろくね
pretty H,
腕組んでおっ
isn't
ぱい
it?
を肘に当ててんのよ
But
状
when
態
you're
とか
arm in
エロ
arm
す
and
ぎ
her
っし
boob
ょ
hits your elbow, that's like super mega... Oh my god. This guy is a virgin.
そしてデートの終わりに
And
は
then at the end of the date, you kiss, right? Damn you deaf to
リ
normies.
ア充のバカ
エロゲーのやりす
You
ぎ
play
だ
too much Eurogae. Hey, when did Luka-chan fall for
い
Okarin?
つからって
When? Well,
それは
day one. I was really surprised when you said it didn't matter, but at the same time, it really made me happy. Ever since you said those words, I've liked you. I think back on what she said. Something still feels off about her story. I said that Luca's gender didn't matter. I remember that clearly. But didn't I say that because Lukako was a guy?
そうだ
Right, that doesn't make sense.
そう
Now
だ
I know what feels out of place. I wouldn't have said that to a female Lukako. So why does this Lukako remember what I said back then? I recall what happened with Fatis. I remember, nya. The wish Fatis made was to save Papa, who died 10 years ago, nya. Fatis regained her memories from before she sent the D-mail. Could Lukako too have remembered the previous wordline where she was a guy? That would explain everything. However, she remembers that event, and she said she liked me for it, so... Did Lukako like me even when she was a guy? I think I need to check this out. The next morning I head to the shrine to meet with Lukako. She's already waiting in the courtyard. When she sees me, she smiles and waves her hand. Too cute, must resist. Good morning. Morning. Where are we going today? Before that, yes? I make up my mind and throw out the question. Do you have any memories of when you were a guy? Lukako twitches for a moment, and then she hangs her head. No, I don't. Really? Lukako just nods stiffly. I consider a more forceful approach, but the words of that dating manual blaze inside my head. Whatever you do, don't make the girl sad. You might get dumped. If I get dumped, then what will happen to our 4-day agreement? Lukako might refuse to turn back into a guy. No, Lukako's not like that. Mayuri's life hangs in the balance, so I'm sure no matter what I say, she'll be turned back. Or is it naive of me to think that? Either way, even though I'm doing this to save Mayuri, I can't just trample on Lukako's pure maidenly heart. Neither one of us speaks. Mutual distrust, suspicion, discomfort. One word could shatter our temporary relationship. Luca is the first to break the suffocation. I'm sorry. Let's cancel today's date. Lukako bows her head and goes back into the shrine office. I heard her. I feel guilty, but at the same time relieved. I hate myself for it. Instead of returning to the lab, I stand on the bridge in front of the station and gaze blankly at the stream of people. Fatis might be visiting the lab. Fatis was at the lab on the day when I first came to this world line. My actions shouldn't have influenced Mayuri's, so she should have called Fatis over to show her the costumes. Right now, I don't want to see anybody. I need to think. But try as I might, no ideas come, no solution. Lukako agreed to go back to being a guy if I went out with her for a time. I've stayed faithful to that, so faithful how? I just made a huge mistake back there. I've done nothing but make Lukako sad. Tomorrow's the 15th, the day Komima opens, the day Mayuri dies. At the very least, I need to make our relationship last until that evening. Tomorrow's the end. But I'm not confident I can show Lukako a fun time. Alright, so instead of fussing over a date, I'll just try something that won't make Lukako sad. What are you going to do, Okunin? I can't remember. The next morning, after Mayuri and Daru have left for Areake, I head over to the shrine to pick up Lukako. We hop the train at Akiba station. When she looks asking at me, I tell her we're going to see Mayuri. Today it won't just be the two of us. I don't know what to say when we're alone. I'm afraid I'll just hurt her again. It's time to try something different. When we get off the train at Tokyo's big sight, Lukako stares in wonder at the scene spread before her. People, people, people. People as far as the eye can see. Welcome to Komima, the Otaku Festival. It's the first day, so big sight's more crowded than usual. This is my plan, to take Lukako to Komima. I'm not making her cosplayer, of course. Lukako wouldn't even do it at Mayuri's request, and I don't want to force her to do anything she wouldn't want to. We're just here to look and have fun. The first order of business is to hook up with Mayuri and Daru. Those two live and breathe Komima, so I'm sure they'll have a lot to talk about. Conversations will flow, and I'll be off the hook. How wonderful to have friends you can count on. Of course, bringing a date to Komima is a surefire way to earn myself the hatred of otaku everywhere. But no matter, I'll endure their contempt if that's what it takes to make Lukako happy. So resolved, I strike out through the crowd towards our designated rendezvous point. Lukako, clearly overwhelmed by the sheer number of people, struggles to follow behind. Toot-toot-oo, Okabe, Luka-chan. Near the edge of the parking lot, I see the petite Mayuri wave her hand high. There aren't as many people here. Welcome to Komima, Luka-chan. Yeah, it's my first time coming here, but it's amazing. Take it easy. Where's Daru? Daru-kun's in line for promo goods. He couldn't come. He said maybe he'll join us later if he survives the battle. Damn, that means he won't join up with us for at least another hour. Couldn't he forgo the battle just this once? Lukako's eyes dart from place to place. She's clearly uncomfortable in the chaos environment. There's still some awkwardness between us after what happened yesterday. Even on the train ride, we barely spoke to each other. What's the point in being a couple if it turns out like this? It was easier to talk when we weren't supposed to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Lukako seemed to enjoy herself more then too. Was it a mistake to bring her to Komima? Well, Lukako didn't refuse. Even when I told her we were going to Komima, she just nodded obediently. Mayushi will show you around, okay? There's a lot of people, so we gotta be careful. First, we'll go to the cosplay area, and then we'll go inside. Mayuri's more cheerful than usual. She must be happy to have us here. Hey, is there anything you guys want to see?
Lukako.
Is there anything you want to see? No. Lukako shakes her head. It's my first time, so if Okabe-san wants to see anything, I'll go see it. I'm not particularly interested in anything. Lukako looks unhappy. Crap, I shouldn't have answered like that. Hey, Luka-chan, if you come to the cosplay area, I'm sure you'll change your mind about cosplay. Mayuri talks happily to Lukako. I'm glad I chose to rely on this ditz, who can't read the mood. It's not embarrassing at all, see? Because everyone's having fun. Kei-chan and Fubuki-chan are there wearing Mayushi's costumes. I'll introduce you, okay? You should come tomorrow too. I'll bring costumes for you, and we can cosplay together. I think Okarin would be perfect as Zero-sum from Code Geass, which is obviously a play on Code Geass, which I haven't seen, mind you. You cosplay for Okarin does it with you, right, Luka-chan? You will, won't you? Mayushi thinks it's a great idea. Not a chance. Sorry. No way. Mayuri slumps her shoulders in disappointment. Poor Mayuri. In the end, Lukako and I got fed up with the amount of people and left Adeake early. We took the direct shuttle bus to Akiba that only runs during Komima, but it was so cramped inside I thought I was gonna die.
No.
By the time we get back to Akiba, Lukako and I are exhausted. My feet feel like blocks of lead, and I don't have the energy to even attempt conversation. The two of us schlep back to the shrine without speaking a word, like Spanish monks under a vow of silence. Lukako doesn't raise a single compliment, but taking her to Komima was obviously a mistake. Lukako's expression has been stiff ever since we met up with Mayuri. Maybe she's still traumatized by otaku. The first time I met Lukako, he was being harassed by otaku. Maybe I left a bad impression. We don't talk. We spend most of the day shoulder to shoulder with strangers. I can probably count on my fingers the words I said directly to Lukako today. When we arrive at the shrine, our time as a couple will end. So this is our last chance to talk as boyfriend and girlfriend. But I'm confused. What should I talk about? I try thinking about things we have in common. The demon sword Samadara, the Saishin Zanma school of swordsmanship, but Kurisu said to avoid Chunyubo topics. And the dating menu concurred. What else is there? It finally dawns on me. There's nothing else Lukako and I share. Silence dominates the shrine. The silence should be calming, but it's not. I've safely escorted Lukako home. Mayuri's death is just 3 hours away. The temporary relationship between me and Lukako ends here. Now I just need Lukako to give me her mother's pager number. However, is it really okay to let it end like this? In the end, what have I done for Lukako? I haven't done squat, have I? All I've done is hurt her. Suddenly Lukako starts sobbing. She covers her mouth with both hands, but can't stop the tears pouring from her eyes. Lukako. When I approach her, Lukako pulls back. Lukako wipes the corner of her eyes, but the tears keep flowing, forming a glistening line between each cheek. I'm speechless. I have no idea what to do. A girl is crying before my eyes. It's my duty as a man to comfort her. I know that, and yet no words come. I just stand there like I'm a useless statue. The cause of Lukako's tears are undoubtedly mine. I didn't treat her right as my girlfriend, even if it was only a temporary arrangement. And now it ends with me watching as Lukako cries. Lukako, I'm the one who did this to her. I'm the cause of her grief, and yet... Thank you very much. She thanks me and bows her head. She lifts her head and smiles shyly through her tears. I was really happy that we could be together. That's a lie. I'm glad I fell in love with you. That has to be a lie. To my surprise, Lukako takes my hand in hers. Her hand is very warm and delicate. This is the first time I've touched her since we became a couple. And it will be the last. Lukako places a note in my hand, and then she pulls away. She bows her head again. Bye now. Lukako turns her back to me, then disappears into the shrine office. I look at the note. There's a number written there. Probably her mother's pager number. She kept her promise, but I didn't keep mine. I can't let it end like this. I run full speed back to the lab, ignoring Kurisu's call to stop. I slap on the headgear and leap to the past. You really fucked up, didn't you, Ocarin? Like always. Why do you always have to be a dumbass? I regain consciousness in front of Okabe's station. Lukako is next to me. We're about to board the train from Komima. Lukako looks a little anxious, but she doesn't raise a single complaint. The shuttle bus pulls up. The huge line of people begins to move. We can't go to Komima like this. Shake off my time leap induced vertigo. I take Lukako by the hand. Come on. Once we get out of the line, I let go of Lukako's hand and start walking. Okabe-san, the bus is here. We're not going to Komima. Eh? This time we're doing things my way. Okabe-san, where are we going? Okabe-san? I keep walking with Lukako's hand in mine, ignoring everything else. Lukako looks bewildered at first, but eventually she says no more and just starts following me with a sad expression. We arrive at Yanabayashi Shrine, a place devoid of visitors, where an aura of peace and dignity dominates. Where the cries of cicadas resound, Lukako's home. Finally, I turn to face Lukako. Instead of letting go, I grasp her warm hands even tighter than before. Perhaps it's the heat, or perhaps it's our nervousness, but our hands are damp with sweat. But still, I don't let go. Lukako is hanging her head. She might cry at any moment. This means our relationship is over, doesn't it? Her lips tremble, her voice trembles. I summon my resolve and answer her with a laugh. What are you talking about? Eh? Our couple phase isn't over yet. I strike a pose and mimic a line from a popular card battling anime. Till I witnessed Mayuri's death, this was how I acted all the time. Now it takes some effort, but I still have it in me. But when you're listening, this time we're doing things my way. Now, my disciple, bring forth the demon sword, Samadare. The wind blows. The trees growing over the main building rustles its leaves in response. Lukako looks at me blankly. Tears form in the corner of her eyes. What? Isn't it obvious? It's time to continue your training in the Seishin Zanma School of Swordsmanship. My training? Have you already forgotten what I taught you? No, but it's Kyoma. Yeah? Oh, shit. I skipped it too quick. Have you forgotten my true name, Lukako? I'm insane, mad scientist Hoin Kyoma. Following my embarrassment, I struck another pose. I was so caught up in the question of your gender that I lost sight of our true relationship. But now I finally realized the truth. Our relationship was decided from the very beginning. Decided how? I may be a man and you may be a woman, but our temporary relationship as a couple. I take a deep breath. I gently comb my fingers through Lukako's hair. Twist my lips into a grin. Matters not. Huh? I am I. Lukako is Lukako. And Lukako is my disciple. As I gently stroke her hair, Lukako puts her warm hands on top of mine. The tears collected in the corner of her eyes suddenly fall. Yes, of course, Okabe. I mean, Kyoma-san is my master. Well said. Now, Lukako, bring forth Samadare. At once. Just a moment. I'll be right back. Please stay here, okay? I'm not going anywhere, so hurry. Lukako reluctantly lets go of my hand, shyly turns away from me, and heads to the shrine office. We spend 4 hours training just like we used to, practice swings with the demon sword, stories of the sword's history, lectures on the intricacies of Seishin Zanma swordsmanship, all fabricated from my junior boy delusions. I talk. Lukako, dressed now in her Miko robes, listens with her rapt attention. Occasionally we take a break, sit on the shrine staircase, and eat the sweet rice balls Lukako mother brings us. And that's how we spend an extraordinarily ordinary 4 hours. Alright, that's it for today. Lukako lowers her stance and slowly sheaths the demon sword Samadare. She looks so beautiful and majestic standing there in flowing white robes, sword shining in her hands. I find myself mesmerized once again. Lukako bows, snapping me out of it. Thank you. I think I got a little stronger. No need for humility. Today you mastered one of Seishin Zanma's style secret. Type 32, Cherry Bomb. But don't get cocky, for you are still weak. Yes, sir. I want to learn even more from you. The breeze feels nice after the sweat we worked up. We savor our comfortable fatigue as we drink the barley tea Lukako's mother brought for us. I feel like it's been a long time since you last taught me, Kyoma-san. For the past few days, my mind has been under the dread influence of the foul grimoire known as the manual. But I've fully recovered, do not worry. Thank goodness, you're back to your old self. Lukako answers happily, and then her expression turns serious, as if she's made up her mind about something. Yesterday you asked me if I had any memories from when I was a guy. Oh yeah? Lukako looks away. I see her hands fidgeting in her lap. Finally, with trembling lips, she speaks. I do remember. No surprise. I expected she'd remember after what I experienced with Fatis. I remember. Or actually, how should I say it? It's a very transient feeling. Transient? Can't clearly remember it, but at the bottom of my sea of memories, well, in my head, then Lukako starts pouring at the air above, to the right of her head. It feels like it's around here somewhere. Don't really get it. Anyway, you remember? Lukako nods. I'm sorry I lied yesterday. Moo-ha-ha-ha. Don't worry about it. You should be proud to have fooled the great whole wind Kyoma. So because I remember, I knew Mum's pager number without having to ask. She takes out a piece of paper upon which is written a number. I was going to give you this, no matter how things turned out today. And one more thing. One more thing. I don't know if it's related to my memories, but it's about that old computer. Now that I didn't expect... The IBN 5100? Yes, I think so. True. Lukako did seem like she knew something about IBN 5100. Plus, Luca's dad confirmed that it was here at the shrine. And then one day it suddenly disappeared. Does Lukako know where it is now? If that's true, Lukako, then you might not have to turn back into a guy. But Lukako faintly shakes her head. I don't think it's that easy. But why not? Lukako grips my hand. Please come with me, I'll show you. She looks into my eyes. Lukako is no longer crying. In the fading sunlight, her eyes shine with firm resolve. She brings me to Daibidu. I look up at the huge towering building. The IBN 5100 is here. Not there. Lukako faces away from Daibidu and points to a coin locker tucked in a narrow alley. It happened last year, just before New Year's. Lukako walks up to the coin locker as she talks. The computer was at our shrine until then. Until New Year's. That's a contradiction. It was only 2 weeks ago that I found the IBN 5100 at Yanabayashi Shrine. Which means I really haven't returned to the original world line. It's all my fault. I was helping out at the shrine, sweeping the storehouse when... I broke it by accident. You broke it? Lukako nods. But I thought Dad would get mad at me if he found out, so I brought it here and hid it in the coin locker. It must have been tough bringing it all the way out here. That thing weighs a ton. I used a pushcart from home. It broke too. Even so, it must have been hard to get it here with just the pushcart. Maybe she was running on adrenaline. When I heard Kyoma-san was searching for it, I was really surprised. I know I should have told you the truth, but I thought you'd hate me for it, and I couldn't say anything. Nonsense. I wouldn't hate you for it. No matter what, you're still my disciple. I know. Lukako takes the locker key out of her pocket. It's already been more than half a year. So the management probably took it away. Half a year? I'd guess it's hopeless then. This locker charges 200 yen per day. Normally if a coin locker goes unpaid for more than a few days, the manager retrieves the contents. And if the owner doesn't claim it within a month, it's usually thrown away. Meaning the IBN 5100 is already... Lukako goes to a large locker at the end of the row, inserts the key and then tries the lock. Ah, it's not locked. Guess that settles it. Sure enough, Lukako opens the door to reveal an empty locker. I'm sorry. Either way, it doesn't matter. There's no point in retrieving a broken IBN 5100. But I don't tell her that. It's not your fault. I'm the one who messed up with the timeline. Everything that happened is my fault. Kyoma-san? That's why I must bear the burden. Mayuri's pain, Suzuha's pain, Fatis' pain, and now Lukako's pain. Something occurs to me. What if I send an email telling Lukako not to sweep the storehouse? How would that change the world line? Would the IBN 5100 stay at Yanabayashi's shrine ready for me to retrieve it in August as planned? Part of me wants to try sending that email. If it works, Lukako could stay a girl. No, I mustn't give in to the temptation. My goal is to restore the world line, not warp it further. Fix the past to save Mayuri. That is my mission. There's something strange about my memories. Strange how? Inside my mind, there are two memories about that old computer mixed together. The first is the memory of me breaking it, the other has no memory of it at all. The male me didn't break the computer, he swept the main shrine instead of the storehouse. So Lukako swept the storehouse because she became a girl. Because she swept the storehouse, she broke the IBN 5100 and deposited into this coin locker. As a result, the IBN 5100 will never reach me. Is this the butterfly effect? So there's no choice. I have to go back to being a guy. There's no longer any doubt in her eyes. There's no choice. She knows it as well as I. We return empty-handed to Yanabayashi's shrine, which is dyed scarlet by the setting sun. Lukako lets go of my hand after we arrive. We spent the whole walk hand in hand. Then she turns to me. So this is goodbye. Yeah. I'm really happy that I could train with you again. She smiles shyly again, but her cheeks are dyed pink. I can tell she's desperately holding back her tears, but those tears hold a different meaning than the ones I saw before I time-leaped. At least I'd like to think so. No, you didn't. I didn't really do anything boyfriend-like for you, did I? That doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right. I'm sincerely relieved, because Lukako smiled for me. Please save Mayuri-chan. Mayuri-chan is really important to me. Lukako. Please go already. If you don't, I might cry. So please. Thank you for everything. This is when I use that phrase, right? Elsai. Kongari. It's Konguru. I find myself smiling. Lukako forces a smile too. Elsai. Konguru. She bows deeply. She doesn't raise her head. It's time for me to go already. I turn back to the archway at the shrine's entrance. My feet are heavy. They won't advance. I stop in front of the stairs. I take out my phone. Okabe, Mayuri called. She was mad. You stood her up on your promise to go to Komima. Christina. I need you to enter a number into the phone wave. Name subject to change. What? Explain yourself. Please, just do it. I'm sending a email. I hear a sigh on the other end of the phone. Number is... I tell her Lukako's mother's pager with another string of numbers attached. Jeez. *2 *229 29 831 83 12929 831 831 2929. Meat veg meat veg. When she sees this, Lukako's mother will probably think it's a prank. And then she'll assume the email we sent earlier was also a prank. If that still doesn't change the world line, we can just try something else. Pages in 1992 didn't display the sender's number. Lukako's mother won't know who sent it. I already told Kurisu the timer settings. Everything's ready. I hang up once I confirm that the 42-inch CRT is on. Now I just need to call the phone wave name subject to change. Then the world line will change. Lukako will turn back into a guy. her memories will disappear. Mayuri won't die today. However, I hesitate to open my address book. My thought turns to Lukako, who is probably still watching me from behind. If I turn around, what will I see on her face? I want to check, but I don't think she'd want that. Lukako finally smiled for me today, but I still have lingering reservations inside. This time I'm about to sacrifice... why do I keep clicking so quick? This time I'm about to sacrifice Lukako's memories. The memories of a 17-year-old. 17 years she lived as a girl on this world line. The memories of her parents who rejoiced when their daughter was born. I'm about to erase all of that. But if I don't, I will be rejecting the 17 years Lukako lived as a guy. I'll be rejecting the memories of his parents who rejoiced when their son was born. Even so, is it okay to turn Lukako back into a guy? I'm lost and cannot take another step. I've sacrificed the memories of 2 friends already. The sight of their tears is burned into my mind. Something soft pressed up against my back. Lukako has embraced me from behind. I hear faint sobbing. What expression is she making now? Even without looking, I can tell. I really don't want to change back. Her words are like needles stabbing into my heart. Because if I change back into a guy, I'll have to hide my feelings for you. It would be wrong for me to love you if I'm a guy. I have nothing against homosexuals. But unfortunately, I am heterosexual. I won't be able to answer Lukako's feeling if he's a guy. My memories of today will vanish too, won't they? That we held hands and walked together. That we trained together after such a long time. That I'm touching Okabe-san's body right now. I don't want to forget, I don't. Because I love you. I love you, Okabe-san. I want to save Mayuri-chan too. And I understand there's no other way, but it still hurts. At the very least, I want to keep my memories of today. If I'd known it would hurt so much, then I never would have wished to become a girl in the first place. Lukako. I'm sorry. I know that doesn't matter to you, right? Even as a guy, you're still Lukako to me. That won't change. Yes, it makes me happy to hear that. Hear you say that. Okabe-san, please send the email. Please send it quickly. If you let me feel your warmth any longer, I might say even worse things. I can't hold back my feelings anymore. Lukako, is this really okay? Okabe-san, please. I'm about to sacrifice someone again. Is it my place to make that decision? My fingers tremble around my phone. But Lukako embraces those trembling fingers with her own. Will you remember me? Now guys, this is where, if what this walkthrough says correctly, if you don't send this email, it does one ending, and if you do, it continues the story. So I'm going to save it here, and we'll do the Lukako ending next. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe, and please stay tuned for the next ending very shortly. Thanks for watching.